All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about something today that honestly sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. We're talking about a full-featured, really powerful database that lives and breathes entirely inside your web browser.
And yeah, I want you to just let that sink in for a second. A full Postgres database inside your browser. I mean, Postgres is the absolute workhorse of the internet, right? It powers these massive, complex applications from a server somewhere. So the very idea of cramming the whole thing into a browser tab, that just sounds impossible, doesn't it?
Well, this is the core of what's so revolutionary here. This whole concept just vaporizes the traditional barriers. Just imagine for a second, not needing to spin up a server, not having to configure a database, and you don't even need an internet connection to run a sophisticated data-driven app.
Well, guess what? It's not impossible anymore. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky concept for the future. It is a reality, right now, today. The game has well and truly changed.
So, how on earth does this even work? What's the technical wizardry that makes this possible? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the magic that's going on behind the scenes.
The technology making this happen is called PG-Lite. And what it is an embeddable version of Postgres. Yep, the same super robust database that developers know and trust, but it's been completely repackaged to run locally right there on your machine. And the absolute key that unlocks all of this is something called WebAssembly, or WASM for short. The easiest way to think about WASM is like a universal adapter for the web. It lets you take this incredibly complex, high-performance software, like a whole database engine, and just plug it directly into the browser, where it runs at nearly the same speed as if it were a normal app on your desktop. Okay, so we get how it works now, but what really makes PG-Lite so special? It's not just that it can run in the browser, it's what it can do once it's there. So let's take a look at its key superpowers. Now get this, less than 3 megabytes. To put that into perspective for you, that is smaller than a lot of photos you'd find online. We are talking about a complete, powerful Postgres build shrunk down into this tiny little package that you can download in a flash. It's kind of mind-blowing. And don't think for a second that this is some stripped-down, toy version of Postgres. No way. It's fully extendable, it's got this dynamic system for loading in new features, and this is absolutely critical. It includes support for PGVector. That right there connects PG-Lite directly to the world of AI, and that is a massive, massive deal.
On top of all that, it's reactive. Now, what that means is developers can build apps where the user interface just updates automatically as the data changes. So think about things like live dashboards, collaborative tools, or forms that give you instant feedback, all powered by a local database that's syncing and reacting in real time.
Okay, so you've got a tiny, extendable, reactive database running inside a browser tab. What does that actually mean for us, for the future of software? Let's connect the dots here, because this is why this is a true game changer. This really shows the huge shift in thinking. The old way, everything depended on some remote server, you had to have an internet connection, a developer had to go through all this complex setup, and your data was stored somewhere far away. The new way with PG-Lite, it just works offline. It is zero setup, it runs instantly, and maybe most importantly, your data stays right there on your device.
So what this really unlocks is incredible. We're talking about user experiences that are blazingly fast, because there's no network lag, no waiting for a server. We get applications that are truly offline first. They just work, period, no matter what your connection is like. User privacy gets a huge boost, because your personal data never has to be sent across the internet. And for developers, it just simplifies everything. This is a giant leap for what we call edge computing.
And really, this isn't just a small improvement, it's a fundamental shift in where the computing actually happens. It's moving it from a central server to the edge, to our devices. So let's look at what that future at the edge really means. I want to come back to this one phrase because you can just feel the excitement behind it. It even includes PGVector. That exclamation point is definitely there for a reason. And why that matters so much is because PGVector is the engine behind so many of today's incredible AI features, like finding similar images or documents. Having that run inside the browser means you can build these powerful AI tools that are not only instant, but also completely private and secure, all because the data never has to leave your computer. And that leaves us with this one big, exciting question to think about. For years and years, the web browser has just been a window to applications that were running somewhere else. But now, it's becoming the application platform itself. So if your browser can run a full-blown database with advanced AI today, what else is it going to be running tomorrow? That line is getting blurrier by the day, and the future of software is looking more local,
a heck of a lot faster and more private than it ever has before.